Hey everyone, this is Hunter Derek, and this is the RootMotion character controller for the first week's assignment for GPE340. So I will say it's not done, and it's not even close to being optimized the way I want. And so I'm going off looking at the assignment, basically utilizing the controllable character keyboard and mouse inputs, able to manage input. Must also be affected by gravity and physically be able to interact with the world. So as far as interact with the world, I mean, there's colliders. His character has a rigid body on him, which you can see he is affected by gravity. Um, so he can fall and things of that nature. Um, and he can interact as of right now. The only interaction I have is basically a raycast that follows my mouse pointer within the camera view. And if I click an object that is interactable, such as this cube right here, it basically has a gizmo around it that if I'm within the radius of that gizmo, I can interact with it and press the mouse button, change it into a different color. And um, geometry that tests the character's behaviors. As of right now, it's just a flat plane. I tried to do some stairs for some reason. He didn't want to climb stairs. So I got to figure that out. But the character can jump, can walk forward, backwards, turn left, right, stuff like that. The character itself is actually downloaded from Mixamo, which I put all the assets and artist uh, creation details inside of a README file that you can look at and download stuff like that. But other than that, um, here's different pieces of my code. This is just a basic interactable script, basically setting up a radius for the gizmo, and it's drawing the gizmo on the object that is interactable. Here's the README that talks about the different pieces of models and animation, stuff like that. Here's my player controller. It takes in some enumerators. It has just gathering the data points for the different strips for the player controller. Um, the ground check I'm not utilizing right now. So for the jump animation for my character, it actually is a little bit longer jump animation than I would like, but I didn't really have time to edit and work with that, so I basically had to create a coroutine that made sure that the jump animation was fully complete before going back to the walking animation because I was, whenever I would walk forward and jump at the same time, the jump would basically cancel because it was also trying to do the walk animation at the same time. And so it's still really choppy, needs some work done to smooth that out, and you'll see what I mean when I do it. But basically, if spacebar is pressed, he jumps. If he's pressing W and moving forward, um, as long as he's not jumping, he's going to be walking. Play all those animations, moving backwards, turning left, right, etc. This is for the interaction portion of basically changing the color of the cube. This is just the motorized functions for the character, moving forward, left, right, stuff like that, and the player data of how you can edit the speed and jump and all that stuff. Excuse me, sorry. So without further ado, here we go. So as you can see, player, you join in, and you are in an idle state currently. Shoulders are kind of moving, just kind of standing there idle. You can move forward, and character walks, turns. Not a very smooth. There is no turn animation, but he walks. He walks backwards, and then he can also jump. As you can see, not a great jump, but nonetheless, it works, and I think this is too high to jump on. It is. Anyway, so left mouse click to change color of cube, and it changes it to purple. As you can see though, nothing else is interactable, and so it doesn't matter what else I click on. Nothing else changes color except that cube. So hope you liked it. Still a lot of work to be done. Not super intuitive, but Nonetheless, it is something that works, at least. Thank you.